two smiling faces at you, coming at you through your screen, not through your ears because you don't get that visual benefit with the audio. But if you want the double dose of Ben and Jeff, you tune into the video, the live stream on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn.
2:00 on Monday.
2:00 on Mondays. It's the place to be. Set your clock to it. We're here. And we're here. And, set your clock to it. Yeah, we're always going to do a show. Sometimes we book a bunch of guests and then other times we kind of have a slowdown on guests. But we thought, you know what? October is our anniversary month. Last week, we gave you the option to, not the option. Sorry. We unveiled our mystery guest. Everybody got to meet Jim Gardner, which was a lot of fun.
That's cool. Yeah.
Because, back in his day, podcasts weren't a thing.
No.
You had a podcast 32 years ago. It was like, is that a new thing in a Star Wars movie?
You'd have to dial in on a rotary phone.
Rotary phone. Well, it wasn't 32 years.
Is it a rim shot?
It was a rim shot. Yeah. I mean, 32 years isn't like,
it's true.
Rotary phones were a lot older than that.
I was doing it for a minute.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, let's say 1990. No, you wouldn't have had dial-up internet yet. Not the consumer.
Nope.
Now we have high-speed internet where we can live stream in 3 places. We could do up to 8 if we were that much cooler. But we're only like less than 50% cool of all the available 8 places we could live stream. But we're pretty cool in these spots. I like it. So
Facebook and LinkedIn, and let's get it up.
Yeah. So we were joking just as we went live. Ben this weekend had some fun with his son. What'd you get to do?
So for my birthday, which was a couple weeks ago, Lindsay got me. So she remembered that when we were at Target one time, we walked past the Lego aisle, and usually Lego aisle, there's like, Star Wars stuff and like stuff for kids to build. And I'm like, on the end cap, there was this box that I immediately recognized. And it was the Seinfeld, it was Jerry's apartment and, all the things in his apartment. Lego set. It's like 13. There it is. It's like 1,300 some pieces. The funny thing is, I don't know if Chris can zoom in, but like at the bottom of the box, there's a number there that's like 21,000. At first, I'm like, we're putting that thing together. I thought it was no, it's only 1,300 some pieces, not 21,000 pieces. And it says 18 plus. I don't know what that meant, but so Julian is 8 years old, and I was basically his materials prep guy, so like
Lego organizer.
Right. I would look at the instructions, see what is coming up next and organize the pieces. And he was the art vandalay in putting all the pieces together. He's pretty good with Legos. So we had fun. It's not together yet. I'll have to share the update maybe in a week or two when we finish up. But we got about halfway through. Saturday, the weekend around here was all rainy, all rain. So everything was canceled. Saturday afternoon, we had some time, and Lindsay had got it for my birthday.
Seinfeld for
me, so it was a fun project. Good fun sometimes.
And that's appropriate to our Genesis here because
that's right.
Or as I said in the pre-show, I was reminding Ben that we at one point had discussions of having our corporate entity be something Seinfeld related.
Yeah, but it never happened. In the end, we went with something more sentimental. But
yeah,
Seinfeld is sentimental too, right?
To a lot of people.
Yes.
We celebrate Festivus around here.
We do. We have a poll.
We have a Festivus poll. I have a little mini Festivus poll at my desk.
Is it possible that a Monday falls on Festivus, or Festivus falls on a Monday?
Not this year.
Not this year.
Nope. Christmas this year. By the way, a little reminder: Christmas is coming up.
It's like
less than 3 months, folks.
My goodness.
If you walk into all your big box stores, it's Christmas all up in your face.
I had to get a toilet seat, and I went to Home Depot, and it was like
Santa Claus toilet seat.
No, we don't change out our toilet seats on the holidays, but no, it was it was like right there in your face, trees, light,
yep,
everything. There's always like new inflatables.
I like my holidays in order. I want to do Halloween first.
Yep. But everybody did.
And there's Thanksgiving.
Those stores did Halloween in August.
Yeah. I like doing them in order. It's just that's just my flow.
I agree. It like right now it's Halloween season.
Is October 3rd too early for Christmas decorations in stores, folks? That's the question we need answered here on the show.
I have a neighbor,
and I can appreciate people want to prep. I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
like they have big plans.
Yep.
My question is,
gives ahead.
My question is, should stores like decorate in order of holidays? I guess that's my question.
If you'd like my opinion, I would like them to go in order. Yep.
Me too.
Yep.
Me too. I haven't even. Yep, Jessica, I agree. See, Jessica agrees. Just makes the seasons rushed.
So when should
Christmas in October? She says, love it.
When should Home Depot put their stuff out?
Black Friday weekend, Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah.
Start a petition. Change the world.
Yeah, like the world needs that. So anyway, we put eyes on our Christmas tree in the warehouse today. Yep. It's up above our heads in the warehouse. We'll be prepared.
I think we need to get some new lights for that. I remember last year the lights were a little wonky.
Yeah, Don's right. People do buy it. They buy it early. I guess so. I mean, it's just what it is. It just feels a little odd to me always. Like, pumpkin spice season kicks in earlier and earlier every year.
Right.
I had to get my wife a pumpkin spice latte at the store. I'm just not a fan.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Lindsay got from the grocery store last week. She got the little, are you a candy corn fan?
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's candy corn and then there's a little pumpkin. I don't know what they're pumpkin candy corns.
Mm-hmm.
They're hot items.
I like the pumpkin. I like the pumpkin candy corn.
Yep.
That's the other vote. Do you like candy corn or not?
That's a hot topic. Like
there's some people that have real hardcore feelings.
Right.
Kind of like people who are like, I don't want a memory foam mattress.
Right.
They're like right there with it.
With candy corn.
Yeah. Kind of like me and the Dallas Cowboys.
That's true.
Although I like candy corn, so.
Yeah, there we go. There's the pumpkins.
There it is.
Yep. I like them better than candy corn, but they probably taste exactly the same.
You eat about 7 or 8 of those, you feel ill.
You do. Well, there was a moment on Saturday where it's like,
Amy Hoffman loves candy.
I didn't think about it in relation to them, but you're right. It's probably those. No, I didn't have a ton of them, but I had a couple, and I later on in the day I didn't feel that well. So you're right. That's exactly what it was.
It's because you're piping basically sugar,
pure sugar,
cornstarch, refined corn syrup,
food coloring,
all these. It's not healthy.
Okay, so we got us. Yep,
candy corn's awesome.
We've got 2 for candy corn. Jess is no candy corn.
3. Sorry, Jessica. By the way, Jessica, if you're watching, this is kind of a weird way to reply, but I'm glad we get to connect this way. I did get your email. Thank you for your recommendations of future guests. I just didn't get the chance to reply to you, but I did see it. And I got to dig into everybody you connected me to. So thank you. Thank you so much for that. Do appreciate you. Try caramel apple spice at Starbucks. Super yummy. No caffeine. Better than pumpkin spice. All right. So now we got all this. This is great. See, I love scheming and pulling strings like this.
Yeah.
So we got pumpkin spice latte versus caramel spice latte. Is that what that was? So take your votes there.
Yeah.
Like let's and let's get the candy corners in one camp and the anti-candy corners in another camp.
No candy corn.
Let's just start like mixing it up here in Lancaster County.
What is it about candy corn that people don't like?
I don't know. I think they think it's gross.
Yeah. I mean, I
don't know how, but it's just sugar.
Right. Is it what it looks like? Because it's like yellow, orange.
They take exception with how the sugar is organized in its final form.
Right. Then there's a couple different colors of candy corn, but I think they taste all the same. Right? There's some that have like brown and orange and
see,
white.
Now here I go. Like I don't like those brown ones.
No, right. You like the yellow, orange, and white ones.
Yeah, and I nibble it. I eat them in segments. Which is so weird.
Yeah, right.
But that's just what I do. I feel it tastes better. Just like you want. So we got Halloween coming up.
You're organizing your bites.
We need to have more shows like this because this is fun. Like you get to peek inside the mind of your mattress guys. Look out. Maybe we don't want to go too deep because they might not want to buy mattresses anymore. But anyway,
I could go over to Dollar Tree. I bet they got some candy corn
So
to be back in time.
with Halloween coming around, and now my boys, man, this is how they grow up so fast. I got one that won't go anymore because he's 18, and the other one's probably like, oh, he doesn't do that anymore. And now he's all grown up. But anyway, fun size Milky Ways. I don't care what anybody says. Fun size Milky Ways. There's something magic of the distribution of elements in the Milky Way fun size bar that make it taste 10 times better than a regular size or a king size or any other size Milky Way bar. There's something special that they're doing.
Now, what's in a Milky Way?
Goodness. I don't know. It's like chocolate caramel and like a nougat thing.
Okay.
Like a chocolatey whipped up nougat.
Yeah. See, I'm a Snickers guy. I prefer the Snickers.
I like Snickers too. Yeah. See, that's the size, the fun size.
All right.
Right there.
But if you get
Amy Hoffman says brown candy corn's terrible. That's right. Has to be Brack's original. See, original. I like it. Don Peters says Reese's is better as mini. So I'm not crazy. There's something going on here.
the mini size is where it's at.
That's right. The smaller size, the fun size. See, that's why Gardner's is so special. We're like the fun size, mini size mattress store against the big chains.
That's it. There you go. Comes back around. Julian, we were walking around the neighborhood and Julian was pointing out, like, we were talking about, this was just this morning. We took the dog for a walk. He was talking about like trick-or-treating and what he's going to be. He wants to be a pizza delivery guy and like have his pizza box be the, candy dispensing or the candy holding item. And
you are going very close, like the SNL box. Whoa, what is happening in your house?
So, but he was pointing out the house. He's like, oh, I like that house because they give full-size candy bars.
He knows the house.
He knows the house.
That's awesome.
They know the houses. And here I'm like, dude, I've never gotten a full-size candy bar.
Are any of your neighbors watching?
Maybe.
That'd be funny.
I remember when I was a kid, I get like
your neighbor
a toothbrush.
Yeah, those houses got egged.
Yeah. My dentist was in the neighborhood. Yeah.
Toilet paper, egg.
Yeah. You just learned what houses to skip over time.
Soap on the window.
I just thought it was funny. It's like, yeah, we get full-size candy bars there.
Yep. That's really good. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that he knows.
I guess he's got it charted. It's all right there.
Julian, where'd you put your shoes? I don't know.
Right. Exactly.
Dad, I remember that house gives me a full-size candy bar almost a year ago.
Yeah. And he can tell you exactly what it was. And he probably still has it in his bag. That's just him.
Can't remember homework for the day.
Yeah.
But we'll remember candy given out a year ago at night by some stranger.
Right. Exactly.
That's funny. Anyway.
Oh, someone gave out money? Like, what are we talking about? Like dollar bills or 20s or?
Yeah. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I can be your neighbor. A few places give out apples, pull them down the street. Yep. That's good. This is a good show.
Yeah,
this is a lot of tomfoolery back.
And I see Snickers or Reese's. I don't know if that was put on the screen there. That's a tough one because I like both.
It's all the mood for me.
You know what's good though? The Snickers. You know how all these candy bars are kind of like mixing and matching. The Snickers with the peanut butter in it. It's the peanut butter Snickers. It's like the best of both worlds. It's like you're eating a Reese's, but you've got a Snickers. It's all the same thing.
You should try that.
Oh, it's very good. I've heard it's very good. Just in case Lindsay's watching, I've heard it's very good.
That's the fun around here. Ben's lovely wife, who is a nutritionist, dietitian, would prefer that Ben have his sweets in extreme moderation. Is that about?
The peanut butter
diplomatic way to put it.
The peanut butter Snickers has not breached the doorway of the house. There it is. Yes.
It just dawns on me that when you had your wagon, what was it? A Jetta wagon?
Jetta Sport Wagon.
When Ben had his Jetta Sport wagon, as cool as he tries to make a station wagon sound every time. Anyway,
it was cool.
It just dawns on me that wasn't, you could hide your nefarious behaviors with food and snack because that wasn't the family car, right?
Yeah. Well, no, it was at that time. It was. It was. Yeah, yeah.
See, because now he has an SUV and the family just jumps in.
Cubbies and stuff in the. Yeah, you can hide the candies.
There's options to hide in that one. Whereas with the SUV, it's more. It just dawns on me to get a little less of that, which is why. Yeah, we supported a vendor friend of ours. We ordered some Girl Scout candies, and they're in our office. And I noticed my business partner dug into the ones that he likes that I order for him because I know he likes them.
The dark chocolate,
but dark chocolate sea salt caramel. I noticed he dug in.
They're good.
So anyway, speaking of holidays in order, Halloween's coming up. We hope you have a great Halloween, and have a lot of fun with it this year. A lot of opportunity for good costumes as always. I like the pizza delivery guy. Mm-hmm. But speaking of holidays in order, it's October, and that means it's anniversary month at Gardner's, which is why we're doing the show. Mm-hmm. That was a lot of good banter, but I think banter for comment, that was our best yet. 16 minutes in, that was good.
You started talking about chocolate.
And chocolate, and holiday. You get the people riled up when you talk candy corn.
That's right.
What was our pumpkin spice latte versus caramel?
Maybe we'll come back to that at the end of the show.
Yeah.
See if anybody's opinion has been changed.
So, funny note on coffee, when I worked in construction, so there was only a handful of my years as an adult where I worked for other people. I've been a business owner for a long, long time. But when I worked in construction and the bitter cold as a new intern, so to say, just starting, I was the gopher. So I went to go for coffee, and I learned that if you made the coffee really, really hot, break was longer. So I microwaved the coffee
to get a longer break.
Yeah, because it was. I mean, we were up on the roof. We were doing copper work, shingle work, and it was so cold.
Okay,
so cold. So yeah, I microwaved the coffee.
It's awesome.
2 minutes, nuke.
Did you ever? So, never mind.
Did anybody ever burn their tongue?
That would be me. That would be me.
I don't think so.
I even brought like a thermal cooler. And I told all the guys, like, this is why your coffee's. I had a whole thing. That's awesome.
Never underestimate my ability for tomfoolery and schemery.
That's right. That's right.
So anyway, back to what we're doing in order. So it's Halloween month. Leaves are falling. It's a beautiful time of year. I love this time of year. Leaves changing. And it's great. Halloween. So happy Halloween. Trick or treat time. Get your ghoul on. Get your scream on. I guess Field of Screams is always fun this time of year. Shocktoberfest.
Jason's Wood. It'd be cool to have one of them on at some point. Maybe next year.
Yeah, I think they're a little busy right now.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe like early September would be a good.
What's the Christmas in July for Halloween? Like Valentine's Day?
Right.
Like just after? Do them in order.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, Halloween's here. Happy Halloween. And it's our anniversary month. 32 years with Gardner's. We gave you, I'd like to say this was an intentional 2-part episode, but we didn't think that far ahead. So yes, 32 years, celebrating our 32nd year doing business in Lancaster County. I think that's pretty special.
It is.
32 years.
Not a lot of businesses can say that.
No. And really, 2/3 of that time is with this gentleman really being involved and likely selling you something and making you happy and making sure you're happy, and
a lot less gray hairs ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got the photos to prove it.
Gosh, yeah, forgot about that.
It's like Ben's little brother in some of those photos. There's Ben, and then there's a little brother that could be Ben's little brother.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, 32 years. We're here. And we do this show, and I figured we'd spend some time not talking about mattresses, but why we do this show. To me, I really, we started this because it's really about a platform to support the community that supports us. That's really what the show's about. If you haven't been able to figure it out.
I thought it was about candy corn.
Right. It's not about
candy.
It's not about our banter. It's not about me railing on Dallas Cowboys fans, which, by the way, Eagles 4-0. Just saying. It's not about that. It really is about, kind of 32 years. We've reached a point of success. We're very solidified in the community. We still work very hard. We don't take our eye off of that. I mean, the other two people, Ben and our other gentleman here, Andrew, can attest to that. We're walking around looking how we can improve. At this point, it's all these little hinges that swing big doors for us. But one of the big doors that we want to open is shining light on our community. And I just have to say, that was a fantastic little segue of words right there. As far as I'm concerned, I ruined it by calling it out. But anyway,
I was impressed. Yeah. I think our listeners are.
Although comments have stopped. So the people are leaving, Jeff.
So candy corn is
yeah. Right. Thank you, Jessica. We appreciate you tuning in and saving me from my immense feelings of low self-esteem as I'm going on this segment of the show. But no, thank you. So for us going forward, this show really is about shining that light on the community and creating a platform for others to kind of come around us. And in this time together, all of our guests get a great download of their time on the show, so they can use it up for their purposes. And some of these charities, some of these local heroes, they just don't have the resources or the time to produce good quality video like we do, because we enhance it graphically. It looks good and sounds good. So we put a lot of time and effort in, and that's why we do this show, because it's an investment into the community that ultimately supports our business. And I love it for that reason.
Yeah, the thing that's cool is we're on episode 65, I think. And, some of them have been Joe and I, but, we've probably highlighted 60, 58, 60 guests, something like that. All other small businesses and probably 2/3 nonprofits and charitable organizations. And we've only scratched the surface.
Oh, yeah.
Of the people that we can highlight in
100%.
Lancaster. And we've made some really, really neat connections, nonprofits and people making a difference in the community that we had no clue that they existed. And we're all better off and grateful to have made that connection. But we've also connected people to other people. Right?
People helping people.
People helping people. And that's another, reason that the show exists, to connect people to each other and connect volunteers to nonprofits that can use helpers, donations, all of that stuff. So it's really, really neat to see how the community comes together and even to see how some of these nonprofits are associated with each other and help each other out. Like Aaron's Acres and the Greystone Riding or Therapeutic Riding Center.
They work together.
Work together. So it's, without talking to them, you'd never know.
That's right. I'm kind of giddy all of a sudden. You saw Ben give me a look. You could sense it. Like this is like when you're 11, you're a business partner with somebody. It's like you have a second spouse. But we should call our show The Human Show. Oh, gosh. Like the Human Fund from Seinfeld, people helping people. That's why
busted on the 20 G's.
I was like, that's cool. We should call it The Human Show. Anyway, because we do help people. But, if you're watching this, we have a handful of people watching, a bunch more tune in later, a bunch more listen on audio. What I would challenge our others in the local business community would be to do more of stuff like this. So maybe it's not a show, but maybe, once a year you bring in charities for an appreciation event in your part of the county, in your part of town, for people you serve, the constituencies that you do business with. I would challenge everybody listening to find ways to do things like that. Find ways to put into what you do every day. I'm kicking myself because I just had it in my hand. A way to give back with every transaction you do. So we do Gardner's Gives Back, which is, I realized years ago, our delivery trucks at a bunch of houses every week. So what if we got one box or one can of non-perishable food? How much food would we get? And we've gotten a lot of food over the years.
Thousands of pounds.
That's right. And so that's Gardner's Gives Back. So we ask our customers to just kind of raid their pantry, maybe something they got still good, non-perishable, not opened.
Brown candy corn is cool too.
We don't give muffin stumps to people who need. This should almost be called like the Seinfeld B-roll episode. Yeah, we're not collecting muffin stumps for people that need food, but we are collecting good food for people that need it. And then we get that back to area food banks. And that's part of what we do every day. Every day, those little, I said we're looking to make little improvements, little hinges swing big doors in our company at this point. those little steps every day add up to a lot. And I would just challenge anybody listening, go back to who they work for, their business, who they connect to do something like that. Roundup is something else we do where we just ask you for money straight up, but that money goes to charities. So like at the grocery store, right, they're asking you for 94 cents or
round up to the nearest dollar
or 8 cents. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. So we're doing that, but, we kind of round up to more dollars and like $5, $10, $20 increments. So that's something else. And we put those two things in, and we're doing that all the time. This show as well, we make charitable donations back to our guests that come on the show. Thank you, Jessica. We appreciate that. We do it because it's the right thing to do. And again, I'm just figure we take this time to share some of our success moments and things we do, but kind of challenge back others around us to do the same, because we get more people pulling in the same direction. Things improve a lot faster.
Yeah, it's like our friends down at Modernize, who we highlighted a handful of months ago, who help those in need of eye exams and eyeglasses, eyewear, who can't afford or don't have the means to get that service and get the product that would help them see the chalkboard better. Well, I guess they're chalkboards anymore. See the iPads and the papers and better.
What do they call those big? Yeah, it's a whole tech. It's like a big tech thing in front of the classroom now, but I forget what it's called.
But Modernize gives back to the community in that way. It was really, really cool concept, and neat to talk to them about how they do that.
Yeah. So we thought we'd spend a little bit of time today going over some of our favorite episodes. So in chronological order, because it helps our wonderful producer, Chris, out, who's been manning the wheel back there behind the screen and behind the scenes. So one of my favorites was Brad Peterson from Power Packs, episode 32, One Meal at a Time. They're doing great work. They continue to do great work. I think food insecurity right now is probably at its highest because of food prices. I think people that haven't necessarily faced food insecurity, more people are connected to that now, unfortunately, because of food pricing. And maybe they're on that edge because of food prices. But what Power Packs does is fantastic. The things that they do. And what I really love about them is that they, with what they're doing is sending home, two things are happening. They're teaching how to cook, which is really cool. They're giving the recipe and the tips. But ultimately, the byproduct of that is the families coming together at the table. And I think the more families that do that, the better our society is. No matter what your family looks like, if it's together, that's good in my book. And I really think that's cool. So I really like that one. And then another one I liked, and then Ben, you have two in a row. Aaron's Acres, what Reese is doing there, and Risa and
Kate Mullen.
Kate, that's right. See, just read.
Yeah, I knew it.
Just read the script, chap. What Risa and Kate are doing is fantastic. Aaron's Acres helps children with different capabilities, which I think is a great way to properly describe those who are born with different challenges, different skill sets. They do a lot with autism, a lot with other neurological type and developmental type disabilities. But they really help some of these kids and young adults just like be their best person. It's really cool to see them.
And we got to see that firsthand over the summer. Was that August we went there? It was
August. Yeah.
August. Really impactful.
Yeah, it was really cool
to see what they do, in person.
And shout out to, it's New Holland. Was it the New Holland Recreation Association?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so whoever in New Holland runs the New Holland pool or the park is, where the tennis courts are, whatever association, kudos to you, because you really you stepped up for them to help them tremendously. Look at that. You're getting a double dose of Ben and Jeff. Fantastic.
Oh, I did that one from the basement.
That's right. From home.
I forget why.
I think you were sick.
Oh, was I?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, a couple that stood out for me. Swan for Kids. Swan, and I wrote it down because I didn't remember the exact words. Scaling walls a note at a time. with Diana Wolo. This was a neat one because I never knew that this sort of program existed. So I grew up doing music, all through my childhood, singing in choirs and schools and learning an instrument and having the opportunity to not only learn that instrument, but perform with, bands and orchestras, throughout school. But not every child has that opportunity. And Diana is either a violinist or violist. I'm not sure, but an accomplished musician herself.
There you go.
And founded this charity, Swan for Kids, to help kids who have incarcerated parents, specifically incarcerated parents. And that the life for the child is really challenging, right? They don't have a normal childhood and may not have the same opportunities that every other child has because, playing an instrument requires an investment in the instrument itself. It requires time to practice and encouragement to, stay with it and that sort of thing. And not every child has those abilities. So Swan is really cool that, that they provide music instruction for music teachers in the school. They provide instruments through donations and community support. And it's really neat. They had a performance at Longs Park. These kids got to perform at Longs Park over the summer, which is really, really cool. And Diana was talking about the impact that performance makes on these kids to be able to not only learn the instrument and grow that way, but then to play it with their peers is really cool. And, without Swan, these kids wouldn't have that opportunity.
Yeah. And I actually got to see them at a private donor event that we were invited to. So my wife and I went to that. That was at Stuart Herr's fantastic property for the event. He donated the event space for that. And I forget what that's called.
I know, yeah. It's on the tip of my tongue too. It's down there off a long lane.
Yeah, it's not Stuart's place.
Yeah.
That won't help you with visual. But anyway, so got to see those kids perform. It was fantastic. So they're doing a great job.
Yep. And a week away was another show right around that time. Lynn Walker and Joe Fittipaldi, we talked to. Lynn is the mother of Caleb Walker, who founded the charity a week away, years ago. Caleb was diagnosed, had a really challenging cancer diagnosis. And before he passed away, his goal was to start a foundation to help others going through similar medical or health diagnosis. And, he recognized that one of the things that helped him in his journey was, the time he could spend away, away from, he couldn't escape his diagnosis, right?
But escape everything around it.
Everything around it, right. So
the appointments,
so just a week, literally a week away, the foundation provides time away in vacation form, whether that's a beach destination, somewhere typically within driving distance is what they do, but they have associations with cabins and beach houses and whatnot, but they are helping hundreds of families a year with these respites, to get the family away, for just a short period of time.
I laugh because it's not a respite.
Respite, no, respite.
That was a word from that show.
That's right.
A respite's where you pour it out in a drink and then pour it back in.
We're good for at least one blooper, an episode. But Lynn and Joe do a fantastic job, and all of their employees and volunteers. They just had a golf outing, and I saw this on Facebook. They raised $140,000 in this golf outing.
That's fantastic.
In I think it was either just September or August. So kudos to them. I mean, that provides a ton of nice weeks away for people going through the same sort of thing Caleb went through.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. And then you got one more, or do I have the next one?
I don't know. Oh, I guess I do.
Yeah.
Look at me, 3 in a row.
Chronological order.
That's right. That's right.
Do you understand what chronological?
Hey, I didn't know what your number was.
It's not. It's my chicken scratch doesn't help.
Greystone Manor, Therapeutic Riding Center. Get all the words in order. We just highlighted them a handful of weeks ago. And, we mentioned them earlier in the show that they have an association with Aaron's Acres. Basically, they are providing services for those with special needs, both children and adults, learning through equine activities. So whether that's the care of the horse, riding a horse, it's a really, really cool program to see people, those with special needs, grow through interaction with a live being, right? It's really, really cool. Jennifer Rummel. And
you're referring to the horse as the live being there?
Yeah.
That's an odd way to say it. Just have a relationship with the horse.
Whatever. Jennifer Rummel and Stephanie Fleck, I had a conversation with them. And they do a fantastic job, them and their staff. Actually, I drove past there. So I went to the outlets on yesterday. And from our house, we went through the back roads and drove past there. I knew where they were, but I didn't realize they were as big as they are. They take up an entire block, a lot of space. So I guess the horses need to roam, but it just kind of speaks to the
those living beings like to roam and graze.
They do. I wonder if the horse like candy corn. Can the horse have candy corn? Maybe that's where the brown candy corns go.
Living being. I love it. Sorry.
Try to keep it live.
Try to keep it light around here. Anyway, wrapping up, we thought we picked 3 each. This doesn't mean we didn't like your show if you didn't get an A.
Try to find a word that you're going to flub here.
Yeah. So this was really 2 episodes ago, I suppose. Women on the Rise, Paragon Behavioral Services. I really, you could tell if you watched the show, if you were with us, fantastic group of people where free enterprise, capitalism, giving back all come together for really cool things. And one of their team members went and built something in the metaverse. And you might roll your eyes at the metaverse because it's kind of this weird thing right now that not many people understand. Their only connection to it is maybe they're like me in my house, your 14-year-old kid upstairs with the Oculus on, staring around. And I sneak in and I scare the crap out of them. Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, what they've done, I mean, if you know anybody with autism, you know that, at certain levels, certain degrees, certain capabilities with that disease, maybe putting a pair of scissors, a kitchen knife in the hand of somebody with autism is it's a scary proposition. So they made the software to give life skills in the metaverse to those with autism to train and gain a lot of function around these habits and these things that we take for granted every day. So really cool, really scalable. A lot of their stuff, a lot of the things they do can be taken into schools that could help teachers and help paraprofessionals with these children and with these learners. So really just cool stuff. And I love the show. I love talking about it now. And that's what's so cool about the show is we get to meet all these people we wouldn't otherwise meet at all.
Yeah.
So really just really love it. Yeah, love doing it.
Yeah, I had heard of a week away before, but I didn't really know what that meant. Didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
It's really cool to make these sort of connections.
Jessica's asking about events. You can go and see a bunch of nonprofits in Lancaster, learn more about them. I would say coming around the corner, and this is where we will get our holidays out of order because it's worthwhile, because it's selfless, is the Extraordinary Gift. That would be where I would recommend.
Yeah.
Extragive.org, which I think is like a Lancaster original. Is that right?
I think so.
Kind of made here, maybe been replicated elsewhere. So a lot of money. I think we're at the tens. I think we can say the tens of millions annually.
At least, yeah.
Because every year we kind of the community ups it. And I think we're in that 10 million number.
Yep.
Which is an 8-figure day for fundraising.
Crazy.
So extragive.org really does a lot of cool stuff. And that's coming around. That's
it's the beginning of December.
Beginning of December.
Right around there, like the first weekend or so.
It's not Black Friday, like day after Thanksgiving?
Think so.
Okay. Either way. Lancaster County Community Foundation is a big part of that. So that would be where I would point you to go to, or Lancaster County Community Foundation. We good. I mean, really, there's like Lancaster's got something cool. We've got a lot of great kind of like clearinghouses, I would say, for community support.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
there it is. It's the week before Black Friday.
There we
Or
go.
Thanksgiving. November. I thought it was the weekend after, but yeah, it makes sense that it's before.
Yep. So that's really cool. So turning the page on this show, so to say, like, yeah, there you go. So we are celebrating our anniversary. That was not a good transition. I'll freely admit it. Amy, Steve, thanks for having our back on letting us know when Extra Give is. It is November 18th. So appreciate that. But so yeah, we have our anniversary special going on. One of the things that we're doing throughout there is we do have some long-term financing deals. So we have a really good rate on 36 months, no interest financing. By a good rate, I mean 0% for you, which is like best rate in the market right now.
For 3 years.
For 3 full years. Yep. But you do want to pay it off in the 3 years. You don't want to get beyond that, because then the banks really take advantage of you. Not that we would want to take advantage of you, but they make all that money, we get none of it. So pay off the bill on the time. That's what we would say there. We also have our double deals going on, as well as 1 year no interest financing. So you can save money and finance it, and basically sign and don't put any money down, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
So yeah, there's our image. We had Wilmer, who's on our team, make up for us. So kind of our 13th year in a row winning Reader's Choice, celebrating that this month. Ben is channeling his inner Vanna White, because we're also doing free gifts. There you go. You know, this is always interesting because we always kind of consternate what's cool to give away, what's cool to include, what would our customers like. So with this little lounge pillow as a free gift, pizza stone kit as well.
It's coming.
We should have brought pizza to demonstrate the pizza stone kit. That would have been smarter than having you sit on it.
We just had lunch. We could have.
And I'm still feeling not great.
Right.
Like I should have got this out. Ben's breaking the show.
Excuse me.
So pizza stone kit. So free gifts, $4.99 and up. And then you can also choose, if you want, a less or more cuddled drinkware piece. So you get the savings, you get to pay for it over time, and you get the gifts. It's our way of saying thank you. You know, Jessica, I would have loved to get the cozy blankets. That was the idea. But heck, if I could find them this year.
Mm-hmm.
Tough source in that one.
Mm-hmm. They were so popular at our anniversary sale last year.
Yeah. So come get your pizza stone now, because we're going to clear out the market. Yeah. If you don't have a pizza stone at Christmas, we're why.
That's right.
We zap the market.
Yep.
Zap.
Yep.
But
but we're fully stocked right now.
Yeah, we are
ready to give them away.
We are. Yeah. So I think the last thing to wrap up on, and I said maybe we won't go the whole hour, but we're at 3/4 of the hour.
Chris is cursing us back.
Yeah, he was like, maybe I could get
out of here. Half an hour.
Yeah. We sucked him in and tempted him. But anyway, so anniversary event all month long, free gifts, $4.99 and up to 36 months financing. Our double deals discounts are still in effect with the 1 year financing. If you need the 36 months, we'll do that. But then you get the financing, you know, and then we're not asking you to put anything down. You just sign Sleep Dream, which is a phrase we coined, and really a nice vehicle to get a really great, nice mattress home and pay for it a little bit over time. But I guess the way we wrap up this one is we are also celebrating our giveaway candy corn. We should little bag of it.
As long as we don't advertise a picture of the brown ones.
Yeah,
that's we wouldn't get anybody.
Let all these sell the stale stuff
right
there that nobody wants. Yeah. But part of this event is also kind of formally celebrating our 13th time winning our Reader's Choice Award. You know, and for us, I mean, other than participating in the advertising in the paper that hosts the contest, so it's kind of our way of saying thank you for hosting the contest to them. Other than putting a sign out front, we really don't talk about it too much. We don't really celebrate it because really, and I said this on the show jokingly, but like every day we're doing favorite mattress store things around here. Like I referenced our walk around the store with Ben and Andrew and I. That was a little moment of 4 or 5 slight improvements. What can we always be doing better? It's actually like, I think it's a blessing and a curse for me in my mind, because I get on these tangents and Ben can attest to it. Like he'll get the emails, ding, 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 because it was this Saturday morning. And,
I could tell you were sitting down.
Right. And we're always looking to improve in some capacity or another. And
yeah, you could have chosen to spend your Saturday any other way.
Right.
But you chose to work on the business.
Doing favorite mattress store things.
Mm-hmm.
That's the phrase.
Yeah.
Doing favorite mattress store things.
I like it.
TCB, taking care of business.
And it's a really, what it is a recognition from our customers that they trust our sleep advice.
Yep.
And they trust in some way their health and well-being to us. And we're blessed with some awesome, amazing customers, many amazing customers.
Amy's a great customer. She wants to have a bedroom extemper put on her house so she could buy another mattress. That's what we need. We need a wall extenders, to put more rooms in people's houses so we can sell more mattresses. But we appreciate the support, Amy. We really do. But yeah, that's part of this month too. It's kind of just planting our flag out there saying, look, we really do earn this. We really work hard at it. The work doesn't stop. A lot of it you don't see at all. Like one of the things we're doing is a new software to be able to have you track where our delivery truck is. Kind of cut back on the back and forth phone calls to schedule your order. Cause it's work for us. It's work for you. It's with today's tools and technology, can be made a lot simpler. And we're going to be doing that. So a lot of the stuff you don't see, but you get to experience because that's part of the 5-star experience we want to deliver.
Good.
So it's always adding to that. It's a lot of work, but we like it.
Our showroom, we've mentioned it a few times. Obviously, we've painted.
We're going to have to big unveiling in November.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's all settled.
In 3 weeks here, we're getting some really great additions to the
experience.
The experience.
The testing experience.
The testing experience.
Yeah. You're going to have like a little, not every mattress, but most. You're going to feel like you're in your own little private pod.
Pod is a good idea.
Yeah.
Testing pods.
We started out with a podcast with Rotary Fund. We're ending with testing pods.
Testing pods. So what's behind us is going to look really different in a few weeks by the end of October. So we're excited about that as well.
Yeah. So that's the show. We highlighted some great charities again that are doing great things. And really all the people helping Lancaster County out are great. I don't care how big your thing is or how small it is. If you're giving back, that's cool. We love it. And, if we look at most of the folks that we highlighted, they're just like 1 or 2 people doing great stuff, which if I could leave you with anything on this show would be, if you have an idea to help people, just go do it.
Yeah, right.
Like just start. And, if you know anybody that's in that starting mode or wants to get started and wants some time on the show, connect them to us. Jessica did that. And again, thank you, Jessica, for your referrals. I will certainly be reaching out to them this week. We appreciate that very much. You thinking of us so we can help those around us.
Yep. Great show.
So 32 years this month, anniversary sale. You get free gifts, sign, sleep and dream, no interest financing, double deals, savings. That's the whole month. We got it going on all month. So you get a great pizza stone kit. Pulled that up one last time. Get a really cool lounger pillow. Make Ben do the heavy lifting. Yeah. Hug it. There you go. Get a good little huggy pillow going on.
It's comfy.
Yep. So without too much further ado, I think we're just going to jump into the prize leader and then wrap it up.
I like how Chris put up a little thing 5 minutes ago. The prize leader is getting fired up. Let's get it moving, guys.
Yeah, land the airplane, boys. You teased me with the half hour.
There it is.
Dawn Peters. Thank you, Dawn. Yep. We didn't touch on it. This is what we do for not having our regular show notes.
Right.
Which is probably why
it went off the rails.
Yeah, well,
candy corn.
So Dawn gets to choose a piece of Less Snore More Cuddle drinkware or a $25 gift card. to a local restaurant.
Yep.
So congratulations, Don. Come in anytime we're open to pick that up. And by the way, one last thing, I'll just say it here. We adjust our hours to 10 to 7 starting tonight. And everything's updated online, but may as well update it here.
It's official.
Kind of a big deal on the show.
Official now.
It's official.
Yep.
All right.
Well done.
I think that's the show. Thanks for having us for 32 years, Lancaster. We appreciate you. We're going to shoot for 32 more years. That's a lot of gray hair for you. See you next week.